Hello friends, welcome to all of you in this online session. Myself Subhash Nagarse from Sri Digambar Jain Gurukul High School, Solapur. Circles part 1, part 2, part 3 we have been already discussed. Today we will continue with the next topic in circle part 4. Friends, in the previous lecture we discussed with the following important points, that is arc of a circle, minor arc and major arc, then central angle, measure of an arc, property of sum of measure of arcs, theorem, that is the relation between congruent arcs and corresponding chords, the corners of this theorem, few problems based on the above content. Friends, today we will discuss on inscribed angle, intercepted arc and their properties. Inscribed angle. In the adjoining figure, C is the center of the circle. The vertex D of angle PDQ lies on the circle. The arms of angle PDQ intersect the circle at A and B. Such an angle is called an angle inscribed in the circle or in the arc. In the figure, angle ADB is the inscribed in the arc ADB. Next, intercepted arc. Observe the adjoining figure 1 to 6. In each figure, the arc of a circle that lies in the interior of the ABC is an arc intercepted by the angle ABC. The points of intersection of the circle and the angle are endpoints of that intercepted arc. Each side of the angle has to contain an endpoint of the arc. So in the above figure, first, second, third, only one arc is intercepted by that angle, whereas in 4, 5 and 6, two arcs are intercepted by the angle. Friends, here you have to note that only one side of the angle touches the circle in 2 and 5, but in 6, both sides of the angle touch the circle. So we will continue with an important theorem in this topic, inscribed angle theorem. हा अतिशय महत्त्वाचा प्रमेय आहे परीक्षेच्या दृष्टिकोनातून आणि उदाहरणं सोडवण्याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून. सो यू हॅव टू prepare this theorem properly. Statement: the measure of an inscribed angle is half the measure of the arc intercepted by it. So accordingly the figure is like this. So from the statement and the figure we can write, in a circle with center O, angle BAC is inscribed in the arc BAC. Arc BDC is intercepted by the angle. So what you have to prove is angle BAC is equal to half measure of arc BDC. Let us start for the proof. Here three cases arises out of this. The first case is center lies in the interior of the angle. वर्तुळाचा केंद्र कोणत्या ठिकाणी राहतो, कोणाच्या अंतर्भागात राहतो, कोणावर राहतो की कोणाच्या बाह्य भागात राहतो, यानुसार आपल्याला इथं तीन वेगवेगळ्या केसेसचा विचार करायचा. त्यापैकी पहिली कंडिशन, पहिली केस, सेंटर लाईज इन द इंटेरियर ऑफ द अँगल. सो इन ट्रायंगल AOC साइड OA इज इक्वल टू OC, रेडिया ऑफ द सेम सर्कल. तसंच अँगल OAC इज इक्वल टू अँगल OCA, theorem of isosceles triangle. Then let angle OAC is equal to angle OCA is equal to x. Now angle EOC is equal to angle OAC is plus angle OCA, exterior angle, theorem of a triangle. Therefore angle EOC is equal to x plus x, that is 2x. But angle EOC is the central angle. Therefore measurement of arc EC is equal to 2x. Therefore angle OAC is equal to angle EAC is equal to half of measure arc EC from 1 and 2, and this is the third statement. Now similarly, drawing segment OB, we can prove angle EAB is equal to half measurement of arc BE. This is the fourth statement. Now from 3 and 4 we will get angle EAC is equal to angle EAC plus angle EAB is equal to half measure arc EC plus measure arc BE. Therefore, angle BAC is equal to half measurement of arc EC plus measurement of arc BE. Therefore, you can write measurement of angle BAC is half measurement of arc BEC, which will be measurement of arc BDC. BEC is nothing but BDC. Fifth number. This is what we have proved. Now, let us consider the second case. Center lies on one arm of the angle. So, observe the adjoining figure here. From second and third in the previous case, the center of the circle lies on the arm AE of the angle. Angle BAC is equal to half measurement of arc BDC. Now, center lies in the exterior of the circle. The figure is like this. Here, observe the adjoining figure. Angle BAC is equal to angle BAE minus angle CAE. Therefore, angle BAC is equal to half of measure of arc BE minus measurement of arc CE. Therefore, you will get angle BAC is equal to half into measure arc BDC. This is what, by considering the different three cases of this inscribed angle theorem, व्यवस्थित तैयारी करा. Now, corollaries of this inscribed angle. The angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent. See here, two angles are there inscribed in the same arc. So, angle PQR and angle PSR are inscribed in the arc PQR and intercepts arc PTR with a common arc, that one. Let us prove this one, that is angle PQR congruent with angle PSR. Proof now. Angle PQR and angle PSR are inscribed in the arc PQR and intercepts arc PTR. It is given. Therefore, angle PQR is equal to half measurement of arc PTR by inscribed angle theorem, statement number 1. Angle PSR is equal to half into measurement of arc PTR, inscribed angle theorem, second statement. Here, from 1 and 2, the right hand side is same. Therefore, angle PQR is congruent with angle PSR. Now, second corollary, that is angle inscribed in the semicircle is right angle. This is the figure. See, the given is angle ABC is inscribed in the arc ABC and intersects arc ADB. So, start proof. ABC, what to prove is angle ABC is equal to 90. Let us start the proof. Angle ABC is inscribed in the arc ABC and intersects arc ADB. It is given. Measurement of arc ADB is equal to 180, measure of the semicircle. Half angle ABC is half measurement of arc ADB, inscribed angle theorem. Therefore, from 1 and 2, what you can write is angle ABC is equal to half into 180, that is measurement of arc ADB we have been substituted. Therefore, after simplification, you are getting measurement of angle ABC is 90. Therefore, we could say that angle inscribed in a semicircle is right angle. Now, let us discuss few problems based on this. Problem 1. In the adjoining figure, in a circle with center O, length of the chord AB is equal to the radius of the circle, and you have to find out measure of each of the following angles: angle AOB, arc AB, arc ACB, and angle ACB. So, we start. See, here chord AB is equal to the radius of the circle. It is given. Therefore, here segment OA is equal to OB, that is the radius of the same circle. Therefore, segment OA is equal to segment OB is equal to segment AB. Therefore, triangle AOB, the blue color, is equilateral triangle. Therefore, angle AOB is 60, angle of the equilateral triangle. We will turn towards second. Measurement of arc AB is nothing but measurement of angle AOB, central angle. Therefore, angle AOB is 60, means measurement of arc AB is also 60. Here, by using the inscribed angle theorem, we can write measurement of angle ACB is half of measurement of arc AB. Arc AB we have been calculated, it is 60. Therefore, angle ACB is half into 60. After simplification, you will be getting angle ACB is equal to 30. The last one, we know that the angular measure of a circle is 360. Therefore, angle ACB is plus a measurement of angle AB is 360. We substitute the value of AB, arc AB 60. Therefore, measure arc ACB plus 60 is equal to 360. So, therefore, measurement of arc ACB is 360 minus 60. It goes that right hand side becomes minus. Therefore, after simplification, measurement of arc ACB is equal to 300. Now, let us turn to the second problem. In the adjoining figure, here, segment RS is the diameter of the circle with center O. Point T lies in the exterior here of the circle. You have to prove that angle RTS is acute angle less than 90. So, this is the figure. It will come out here. We have joined RT, TS, and while joining RT, it intersecting the circle at point P. This PS also joined. So, we'll start. Segment RS is the diameter of the circle with center O. It is given. Therefore, let segment RT intersect the circle at point P. Draw segment PS. Angle RPS is 90. Angle inscribed in the semicircle. As RS is the diameter and P is on the circle, therefore RPS angle is 90. Here segment PS is perpendicular to RT. Therefore, in triangle TPS, TPS, which is a right angle also, right angle triangle shown with pink color. Angle TPS plus angle PTS plus angle TSP is equal to 180. Angular sum of a triangle. Therefore, 90 plus PTS plus TSP is 180. Therefore, angle PTS plus angle TSP is 180 minus 90, that is 90. So, angle PTS plus angle TSP is 90. Friends, now, therefore, angle PTS must be less than 90. As the angle PTS is less than 90, that is RTS is also less than 90. RT, yes, because RPT is the betweenness. Therefore, as it is less than 90 angle RTS, we can say that angle RTS is an acute angle. So, we'll turn to the third problem. As shown in the adjoining figure, see here, two chords AB and CD of the same circle are parallel to each other. P is the center of the circle. Show that angle CPA and angle DPB are equal. We start. Draw the segments BC, PA, PB, PC and PD as shown in the figure. So, segment AB is parallel to segment CD. It is given. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to angle BCD is equal to X. That is the alternate angle property shown in the figure. This is statement 1. Angle ABC is equal to half into measurement of arc AC inscribed angle theorem, statement 2. Therefore, angle BCD is equal to half into arc BD, that is inscribed angle theorem, statement number 3. So, from 1, 2 and 3 we can write half of measurement of arc AC is equal to half of measurement of arc BD. So, here half of get cancels and what you are getting, measurement of arc AC is equal to measurement of arc BD. See, angle CPA is equal to measurement of arc AC, that is central angle property. Fifth statement, angle DPP is equal to measurement of arc BD, central angle property number 6. Therefore, you can write from 4, 5 and 6 that measurement of angle CPA is equal to measurement of angle DP. The measurement of these two angles are same. As measurements are same, we can write that is angle CPA is equal to angle DPB. That which we have to prove has been proved. Now let us turn towards the fourth problem. As shown in the adjoining figure, measurement of arc XAZ is equal to measurement of arc YBW. You have to show that XY is parallel to ZW. Friends, you have to draw this XW. Here you can see the figure construction. So, measurement of arc XAZ is equal to measurement of arc YBW. It is given, but half, multiplying both sides by half measurement of arc XAZ is equal to half measurement of arc YBW, statement 1. Therefore, angle XWZ is equal to half of arc XAZ, inscribed angle theorem. 2. Measurement of angle YXW is equal to half arc YBW, inscribed angle theorem, statement 3. Therefore, angle XWZ is congruent with angle y, x, w from 1, 2 and 3. Therefore, by using the alternate angle property, you can say that line xy is parallel to line zw. So, let us discuss one more problem. As shown in the adjoining figure, A, B, C are 3 points on a circle with center O, such that angle AOB is 110, angle AOC is 120. You have to find out measurement of angle BAC. So, we will continue. You could see that angle AOB is 110 given. Angle AOB is equal to measurement of arc AB, central angle property, statement 2. So, from 1 and 2, M arc AB is equal to 110 from 1 and 2. Similarly, angle AOC is 120, it is given. Therefore, angle AOC is equal to measurement of arc AC, central angle property, fourth statement. Therefore, from 3 and 4 we can write measurement of arc AC is 120. Friends, now measurement of arc AB plus measurement of arc AC plus measurement of arc BC, all three arc, that is AB with shaded portion pink color, ash color and yellow color. These are the shaded portions of the arcs in the interior. But actually that is a curved AB, AC and BC. These three arcs measure is 360. That is the measure of the circle. Now substitute the values. Arc AB is 110, arc AC is 120 plus measurement to arc BC is equal to 360. So here 110 plus 120, that is 230. Therefore measurement of arc BC is equal to 360 minus 230. So after subtraction, what you are getting here, measurement of arc BC is 130. So BC is 130. But using squared angle theorem, measurement of angle BAC is equal to half of measurement of arc BC. Therefore measurement of angle BAC is equal to half into 130. After simplification, you are getting measurement of arc BAC is equal to 65. Friends, these are the different problems that you have been discussed here. Till now, what we discussed is inscribed angle theorem, definition, figure, then intercepted arc, definition and figure, an important theorem, that is inscribed angle theorem, then two corollaries that are based on the inscribed angle theorems, and few problems based around this content. I think this all part you come to know very well. So you have to try these problems. In the adjoining figure, O is the center, segment PQ is the diameter, line AQ is a tangent. If OP is equal to 3 and measurement of arc PM is equal to 120 degree, then you have to determine AP. In this adjoining figure, chord LM and chord LN are congruent. Angle L is 35. Find your measurement of arc MN and measurement of arc LN. So in the adjoining figure, again triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. From the information given in the figure, you have to find out the measurement of arc AQC. So I think till now you have understood and you try these three problems. So one more today's sentence I am going to provide you, that education is not the learning of facts. See friends, education is not the learning of facts but the training of the mind to think. This is the sentence provided by the well-known scientist Albert Einstein. So if you like this video, subscribe, share. So with these words, I shall say thank you